All right, so guys, we're going to start writing equations of lines, okay? One of the things about writing equations of lines is going to be dependent upon what kind of information you have been given, and we're going to start that process today, okay? First things first, I would make sure that you have those two forms down right there that are on the TV, okay? The first form, of course, we should be very familiar with, slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, okay? But slope-intercept form, I got you, Derek, thank you. Slope-intercept form is a very friendly form as far as us letting us put information into it, okay? And again, it depends on what information has been given, but this is a friendly form, okay? The other form that is also very friendly when it comes to accepting information for an equation of a line is point-slope form, okay? And that point-slope form, and it's kind of similar to slope formula with these little subnumbers, but the way that this is read is y minus y sub 1 equals m. What does m stand for? Slope. Slope times x minus x sub 1, okay? Now, I am going to underline in that point-slope form, those three places that I underlined, that is where you will be putting information into that form, okay? Where you see the y sub 1, where you see the m, where you see the x sub 1. Those are all places where I will be putting information that you will be given, okay? But these two forms are really the two forms that we put information in to go places, okay? And probably what we will do Wednesday is we will take kind of the work that we do today and we will manipulate it further, okay? Once you get information into these forms, you can convert them to slope-intercept form. You can convert them to standard form if you need to. These two forms allow us to go places, okay? But you need to be very familiar with these, all right? Any questions here? Does everybody have what they need to get here? Okay. Now, the thing that is vital, I think, for you to write equations of lines is you asking yourself that first question up there. What type of information have you been given? Okay? So you're gonna be presented with information. You're going to be asking yourself, what am I looking at? What have they given me? Have they given me a slope? Have they given me a y-intercept? Have they given me a point, which is an ordered pair of numbers, by the way? Remember that an ordered pair of numbers is an x and a y value, okay? Every ordered pair describes a point on a graph, okay? So depending on what has been presented to you, this is the main thing, guys. This is what you have to be able to do is look at this information and say, here's what I've got. Where can I go with it? Okay? And we just saw the two forms that you're going to be able to put information into. Okay? But these are the main questions you're going to be asking yourself, hopefully. All right? Now, some of this information could also come from a picture. You guys have experienced that on the warm-up a little bit. I might give you the picture of a line. From the picture of a line, you guys can determine a slope. You can determine a y-intercept, okay? So some of this information could be presented to you visually, all right? As far as from a graph or a picture. All right? We good? Good with this slide? All right, so let's see what we got here. Let's say, and this is kind of what you're going to see today on the assignment. Let's say that you are given a slope of 2 and a y-intercept of -3. Okay? You're presented with this information, therefore, hopefully you're going to ask yourself, which form will accept these two pieces of information? What form would accept a slope and a y-intercept? Slope-intercept form. Okay? So we're going to look at that and say, hey, I'm given a slope, I'm given a y-intercept, I have this form called slope-intercept form that will take these two pieces of information now, immediately, okay? We're going to put the 2 in for m, and we're going to put the -3 in for b. And so we would simply write that equation, y equals 2x minus 3. 2 goes in for slope, -3 in for the y-intercept, or my b value. I've got the equation of a line. Okay? Guys, if they give you a slope and a y-intercept, that's kind of a slam dunk. Okay? All you're doing is plugging two pieces in, and you got it. Okay? Are you dying? Go fast. Take that out of your ear. Okay? We okay with that? Yep. Simple. Okay? Now, today you will experience, I think there are going to be some slopes that are in a decimal format, which is fine. Okay? It's a nice decimal. So here, the information that's been given to you, slope is 1.5, y-intercept a +7. Okay? So, given this information, what form are we going to? Slope-intercept form. How's it going to read? Y equals what? 1.5x plus or minus 7? Plus 7. Our y-intercept is a positive value, therefore we will use a plus sign. In the previous example, your y-intercept was negative, therefore we use a minus sign. But again, if they give you slope and y-intercept, plug it in, we're good. Okay? Questions? Simple. Simple. Okay? All right. All right, so here's some new information. Okay? Guys, and again, to write the equation of a line, you're going to have slope. They have to be able to give you slope, either state it or give you a way to figure it. Okay? But slope is crucial to finding the equation of a line. So again, here we're given a slope of -4. We also have an ordered pair of numbers. Okay? When you see an ordered pair of numbers, a couple things. One, I want you to be thinking, they gave me a point, and that point consists of an x and a y value. Okay? So when you see an ordered pair of numbers, I would like for you to think, hey, I've got a point on the graph, and that point consists of x and a y. Okay? So again, recognizing the information for what it is. So if I've been given a slope and a point, which form do you think I'll go to? Point slope form. Okay? I have this form that's called point slope form that will readily accept an x and a y value and a slope. Okay? Now, a couple things I want to note real quick. I want to remind you, kind of like slope formula, guys, those are built-in minus signs in that form. Y minus y sub 1, x minus x sub 1. Those minus signs are always there, okay? And that'll come into play here in a couple more examples, okay? But for right now, we're going to plug in an x and a y value and a slope, okay? Also note that your y stuff comes first, okay? So when we write this, we're going to go y minus, what's the y value of the point? 5, okay? Please try to remember that you're going to plug in the y value first, okay? So we're going to go y minus 5 equals, then we're going to plug our slope in, -4. open parentheses, x minus, what's our x value? 2. Y minus 5 equals negative 4 times x minus 2. That is the point slope form of the equation of a line that goes through the point 25 and has a slope of negative 4. That is a perfectly legal equation of a line. Okay? And like I said, Wednesday we will do a little bit more with this. Okay? For today, we're just trying to get to where we can see information and be able to get it into a form to get the equation of a line. Wednesday we'll do a little bit more manipulation with that. Okay? Everybody okay with that? Now notice you've still got minus signs up there. Okay, I'm going to mention this, and it's not going to make a lot of sense probably right now. Notice that we plugged in a positive 2 and a positive 5, but yet we're still seeing minus signs. Okay, so kind of keep that in the back of the mind here. All right, let's look at another one. Here we go. Now that slope, it's kind of hard to see. That is 0.5. That's a slope of a half. So that slope up there is 0.5. And we have a point on a graph that's located at 0, 3. Okay? So again, when we see an ordered pair of numbers, we're thinking, hey, that's the point on a graph. It's giving me an x value and a y value. All right? We know a slope. We know a point. What form are we going to? Point slope form. It's pretty friendly. Well, doo-doo. There we go. Okay. So, here we go. We're going to go y minus what? What's my y value of my ordered pair? 3. Guys, it's going to be real tempting to grab that x value first. It's the first piece of information you're putting in. It's going to be real tempting to grab that x value because visually it comes first. Okay, so I'm just going to keep reminding you, remember to grab that y value. Okay, so y minus 3 equals, there's my slope of 0.5. It's going in for m times x minus 0. There you go. Y minus 3 equals 0.5 times x minus 0. Boom, done. Just get the information into a form that will accept it. Okay? So far, so good? All right. Okay, let's look at this right here. Now be careful. I've got a little bit of a warning here. Watch your signs here. Okay? Watch your signs. Again, information that has been presented to you, we have a slope of negative 2. We have an ordered pair of negative 3, 1, which describes a point. So again, we have a point. That's an x and a y value. We have a point. We have a slope. What form are we going to? Point slope form. That's right. Okay. And again, let me write that down so that we see it. All right, here we go. Y minus, what's the y value? 1. Y minus 1 equals negative 2 times x minus, it's a negative 3. Now be careful here. Okay? Kind of earlier I mentioned, I said, hey, the form, point slope form, has these built-in minus signs, okay? Those minus signs are always there. So, if we have an x or a y value that is negative, It's kind of like slope formula, okay? Watch your signs. On the back end here, the front end, we're good. Y minus 1 equals negative 2. X minus negative 3 really is what? What does minus and negative become? That becomes one big plus sign. So inside that back set of parentheses there, we're going to have X plus 3. Okay? That's the only time you're going to see those signs become plus signs is if you plug in a negative X or Y value. Okay? So it can be a little deceiving. If we're seeing minuses, that means positive values went in there. If we're seeing plus signs, that means negative values went in there. Okay? So just be careful. Hence, watch your signs. Okay? A lot like when we use the slope formula. That slope formula has built-in minus signs. Be careful. Okay? But that's what we want to pretty much accomplish today is just you being able to take information, get it into the appropriate form correctly, establish the equation of a line, and then we're going to do a little bit more with it on Wednesday. We'll be able to take it a little bit further. Okay? Any questions on this slide here? I want to do one more thing. Everybody good? Everybody got what they need? Okay, so for instance, what if let's say that you were given this equation. This is an equation of a line in point slope form. Okay? What is the slope? Okay. And we should be able to identify this information. Again, these are things you may have to do. Not only may you have to come up with the equation of a line, you may have to be able to decipher information out of a form. So right here, the slope would be negative 3 because we know the negative 3, we know the slope is right there in front of that set of parentheses. What's the x value that went into this form? Now, is it 4 or negative 4? Hang on. Yeah. Remember, that form has built-in minus signs. So if you're still seeing minus signs, that means positive values went in for those x or y values. So yes, your x value would be a positive 4 because we're still seeing a minus sign there. Because that minus sign started there. What's our y value that went into this? The y value would have been negative 4 because we're seeing this sign as a plus sign. The only way these signs are going to become pluses is if negative values go in for those x and y values respectively. Okay? But this is something that you may have to do. I think I've got some warm-up questions that are kind of geared for this a little bit that maybe you'll start seeing now that we've kind of seen this. Okay? But we have to be able to know where to look for this information, know where we can get the information, know what the information, why is it positive, why is it negative. And that all goes back to just understanding the form and where things go and where I can find things. Okay? We okay with that? Okay.